Hey, Noah James here. Welcome back. I'm here with Pam and Trinity. Anyway, I thought that, I don't know, I was sitting here bored and people used to watch my live streams. I tried live streaming on 2 platforms. 0 people came. So I was like, oh, friends, I'm lonely. So I was just like, I'll record a YouTube video. Sure, nobody's watching, live while I'm recording, but I know people will watch, so it gives me a bit of a connection. And I know, Lita, you'll watch. So, Lita, my sister, hello. Feel like you're here. Oh no, is my music too loud? I should turn it down, huh? Give me 1 second. All right. Yeah, my music is weird for you. Sorry. It's with YouTube and all the copyright stuff. I don't know if it's illegal to have copyrighted stuff in your video or if you just can't monetize it or whatever. My videos aren't monetized anyway, but I don't want to get trouble. So everything I put on YouTube is my own personal creation. So the music in the background, I composed. And I haven't had access to music production software for over 10 years. So I only have 3 songs that I've composed, and I did it more than 10 years ago. And I have no background in music. Well, I have some background in music, but not in electronic composition. So, if you don't like it, pardon me, but it's better than silence, and I made it myself. So, anyway, so what's been up lately? Things have been rough. Things have been hectic. The multiverse brings me what I need, and she brings me people who need me. And she's been bringing me people who need me left, right, and center recently. And some of them are quite demanding. So I have to juggle my own needs, my own life, with the needs of the needy. And I have to prioritize myself to keep myself sane without hurting their feelings and making them feel abandoned or like I'm being selfish. So juggling all that is tough, but it's okay. Also, we've been taking care of 2 sick doves. I don't think I put it up on YouTube. It's up on Instagram. The story about one of our doves. I'm always overheated. If you wonder why I'm all sleeveless in the winter, it's not because I think I'm hot shit or anything. It's because I literally am hot shit. I'm just overheated. I'm so hot all the time. Oof. I know I don't look great. It's the heat. Anyway, so we saved these 2 little doves from outside. They were abandoned in a nest, and we took them home and raised them, and they're all good. So we let them outside, and then a couple of months later, which was a few days ago, coincidentally, there's no such thing as a coincidence, I happened to be walking outside, and on the sidewalk, I saw one of them, the one that was, quote, mine, just on the ground having a seizure on the sidewalk. Could have been anywhere, anytime, but, he happened to be there while I passed. So I chased him around through traffic, scooped him up. I looked like an absolute crazy person, but I look like an absolute crazy person. So at this point, it doesn't matter how I act. See, this is why I don't mind looking like this, because people expect crazy behavior. when people already expect crazy behavior, go ahead and do your thing. So I'm there chasing a pigeon through traffic. And yeah, I caught him, I brought him home, and we're taking care of him. Come, I introduce you to him. By the way, sorry about my apartment. We don't have dressers to put our clothes in, so you'll see clothes everywhere. We're very poor, you see. All right, this little dude. Oh, can you even see him? Dwayne. That's his little tail there. Anyway, his name is Dwayne the Rock Dove Johnson, because he's a rock dove. I think he's asleep. He's asleep in his food bowl. Poor little guy. He has a virus that attacks the neurological system. It makes him feel like, you know that thing where you've had way too much to drink and you're just lying in bed and the whole universe is spinning around you and you're just like, let me die. That's how he feels all the time. Plus he has seizures and he can hardly control his own body movement. So it's almost like being extremely wasted, having advanced Parkinson's and epilepsy all at once. So that's how that poor little guy feels. In nature, when they get this disease, they die 100% of the time because they lose the ability to feed themselves, to find water, and to escape predators, and to find safety. But in captivity, they can live as long as somebody is there to take care of them, who will feed them, give them water, and make sure that they don't have seizures to the point where, they break their wings and really, really harm themselves. So that's why we have that little enclosure for him when all these other guys are in this huge, big thing I built for them. But he has that small little cage with towels in it to keep him all safe and cozy. When he has too many seizures or when he seems to be doing not very well, I'll take him out and really, it sounds mean, but I restrain him against my chest. And I make like a cage with my hands around him like this. On my chest, I put his little face here and I just give him smooches. And I'm like, oh, baby Dwayne, get better. Because if you don't restrain him, what they do is they turn their heads completely backwards like an owl. They don't know what direction is up anymore. And they just roll and roll and roll and roll and roll and roll. And just, they can't rest. They can't sleep. They just roll and panic and flail their wings, and sometimes they can sprain or break their wings. And so yeah, I make a cage with my hands around him, and then he falls asleep because it's warm, right? It's like, oh, cozy potato against a person. So yeah, we've been taking care of him. And then one of our ringneck doves, Wilson, our original, actually the one I'm pointing at right there, that little guy right there. He's our first bird we ever had. He has developed an intestinal problem where he is developing calcium stones in his colon. So I've had to help remove those, doing little kind of, you might want to skip forward or click away right now if you don't want to know about medical procedures, if you're sensitive to that. But what I've had to do has been have my wife Nanesta hold him while I take tweezers and open up his little cloaca with the tweezers and put them in, and then open it and kind of break up calcium stones inside until I can squeeze out his little tummy like toothpaste, kind of like squeeze him out like a toothpaste tube out of his little cloaca, and then empty out the blockage. I've had to do that twice in a week, and then every day I check on him. I rub his tummy. Sounds weird, but I rub his little cloaca to try to make sure that to stimulate blood flow, I guess, for healing, because it's like when you have a baby, really like a big baby, and then it leaves you sort of torn. That's like how his cloaca is. So I've been doing my best to get it back to normal, poor little guy, because if he can't poop normally, he's gonna die. So I can either rub his booty hole or he'll die. So I guess I have to rub my dove's booty hole. That's my life. I'm rubbing dove's booty holes now. So anyway, I have to do that every day, make sure he's all right. So it's been rough. So I do want to tell you guys all about all the cool discoveries I've made, all the things that I have in store for you guys, how I have overcome death and suffering, how I will offer that to you. I'm not joking. It's a serious thing that I have discovered scientifically how to overcome death. I have. And I want to offer it to everybody. It's just nobody's listening. So, I'm discouraged at this point. Like, if anyone wants to hear, well, I'm going to tell you anyway. But I hope that someone will listen. Because all I want, well, I've been put here to help. And I finally realized what I am, specifically. Okay. What you believe, okay, belief and truth are different. Truth is truth. You can believe anything. But truth remains a constant. The truth, despite your belief and my belief and anyone's belief, reincarnation is real. Karma is real. I am a brand new soul who was never reincarnated. I'm a baby, little baby soul. Like a clone of the original source. And the source, which is God, the multiverse, nature, life itself, the consciousness of the universe, the multiverse. I'm a clone of that. And all of that consciousness put me, or it's so hard to express, arranged reality so that I would happen to be born who I am, where I am, when I am, so that I would be in an optimal position to help everybody. And then it, for lack of a better term, kind of wirelessly transferred tons of information directly into my consciousness. So I have kind of all the knowledge of the universe without ever having lived a lifetime before. So I have all the knowledge of you, all the knowledge of everyone who's ever existed. I have indirectly lived every life. And it's all kind of like it's come together in my mind in this perfect way where I see patterns and guidance in everything like a map. Reality is really a map, and I know how to read that map. And what I want is to share that knowledge with the world. So, if you're interested, stick around, see what I have to say next, because all I want is to share, because I am full of love and help and light. So, I will let you go now, because I have decided to limit myself to 15-minute videos, because people have a hard time concentrating past that. So, my two little girls say, Happy New Year, world! Little Pam and little Trinity. I named Pam after a meme, by the way. And Trinity after lots of things, but think of the Holy Trinity and Trinity from The Matrix and Trinity from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That's kind of, oh look, there's three of them. Trinity. Three. Did I just give the finger by mistake? I'm so sorry. I meant to do this. All right, world. I'll see you soon. Love you. And I'm going to be one of those horrible YouTubers. Don't forget to subscribe and share and like. Because honestly, it helps. It makes a difference. And if you're watching this on Instagram, I don't know, give me a like or something. Love you.